Good morning. I once lived in a neighborhood where right down the street there was a house that had obviously been a meth house. The place was trash. I mean, at one time it was a nice house. It was in the first home we bought here in Colorado Springs. At one time it was a nice house, but after it had become the meth house, it was just trash. It was I think they're called a tri-level because you come in on one level and then you can immediately go down to the basement or you can go up to another level. And the basement part of it was filled with just piles of trash and garbage and maybe even drug paraphernalia. And this house went up for sale. And of course, everybody in the neighborhood were looking at, we were glad that the meth people had moved out. But we thought, no one's going to buy that house. It's trashed. It was at a decent price for sale, but it just sat there for the longest time. Then finally, one day we saw a sign on there and it said sold. And it's like, okay, what is this? What is this going to look like? Someone bought it. They brought a dumpster in and they started, you could see them every day. They had some paint cans and they had the dumpster there and they were just hauling out bags and bags of trash. And it was one of those huge dumpsters that like fill up a driveway. And they filled up the dumpster with all kinds of garbage and horrible things. But then shortly after that, they put the house up for sale and they made quite a good profit off of that house after they cleaned it up. And so my question for you today is, are you like this house, this meth house? Maybe you had something terrible done to you like I did, the abuse that I had gone through, the sexual abuse I went through as a child. Maybe you've done something terrible and you just think, my life's over. I'm like this meth house. There's no hope for me. I want you to know that you still have great value. You have great value in God's sight. God created you for a purpose, and He wants to use you for that purpose. And it's never too late. No matter how old you are, it's not too late to find out what God's purpose is for you. Have a great day and seek out what that purpose is.